I'm on yelling.
Did you get my
Don't do more than chuck some in his butt if that gear stays on my fucking grass.
Okay.
I credit you with many kills.
This is Bravo Return Charlie.
I did add the CLC stuff. CLS.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be 2 epi,
And join
2
yellow.
morphine.
How many bandages we should took? 40?
Well, it's 20 more.
Hey, I would do that too.
Probably just pack 20 more just in case.
You want
'Cause, yeah, that was before the FTX. So I put 2 morphine, 2 epi, and
Go ahead
then
and do it.
20
Alright,
bandages if you can fit him.
Margiata,
Sorry,
you're gonna
yeah.
be with
If you can't fit him, then
Raypass,
just drop a mag.
and
drop
I'll
a,
be Private Jaeger.
This is
Sounds good.
2-4
Yeah,
Mike.
drop a mag.
Radio check on
Yeah,
4-2
I'm
over.
rocking CLS and I got a shit.
2-4 Mike, this is 2 Mike on the Charlie on
Alright.
4-2
Yep. Yep, I
Roger
got
out.
CLS too. Both section or yeah,
And then once
both
that's
squad
let's
leads
push red.
carry a CLS.
Corporal, what do you say buddy teams were?
2-3 Mike is 2 Mike, Lima Charlie on 4-2 over.
Any station
Buddy teams are you and me, Jaeger, and Margiata and Raypass.
Got it.
Oh, we Bravo or Alpha?
Bravo.
You guys will be
Roger.
Bravo.
Kit is going to be in the western box, in the arsenal box.
And
2-4
Jaeger
is Delta.
So make sure you get on 4-1.
Delta, this is Bravo. Be advised, I don't think 2-4 is on net yet.
Any station on this net, this is Charlie, radio check on 124, over.
Repass Bravo, have you with
Charlie, this is Bravo. I've got you 5x5 on frequency 24, over.
Oh,
Roger, out.
I'm carrying 125 bandages.
Bravo, what fucking color are we supposed to be as Delta?
FB and 20 extra more.
Green,
Yeah.
Delta.
From
Not a big deal.
Sex 20.
Doc, get the fuck up off my color.
Alpha Bravo, are you open your maps?
Roger, 124 by 3 over.
What color is the dock going?
It's still
David Charlie, 124.3, over.
White as the driven snow.
out. I suppose we can't chill us.
Oh,
Hey, fire.
oh god. Just don't give him attention, okay? It's what he wants.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Not that I
All Mike's
noticed.
is having 2 Mike. Meet over here at the HQ truck.
With all due respect, you stole
Medical stuff real quick.
my gun.
I have no
2-4
idea.
Mike, Oscar Mike.
What? You stole my
We
gun.
have an extra mod, but apparently it worked in the
Well, if you
training.
want M4, I'll swap you for your 240.
DUI.
I was speaking about the most, but it's okay.
So you gotta blow into a
2-4, this is Alpha's assistant, radio check on frequency 124, over.
Yeah, I don't know.
Havoc 2 is Havoc 6.
It didn't flag
You're leaving Charlie on 124.
the trading thing.
Get these medical supplies loaded.
Copy out.
These MRAPs, 1 each.
2 Oka, over.
Car, we're supposed to carry CLS.
2
Yep.
Have you met Tosco before?
Sergeant Tosco?
No, I have not.
Well, he's the big boss man of Havoc 4, so...
First day, first ass chewing. I like it.
That's the right answer.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah, I
Do your
think
best
so.
to not die.
2-4, you up on that yet?
Is that what we're doing?
No, that's pretty cool. We got the...
Okay.
Bravo, is he ignoring me on purpose? I think he's ignoring me on purpose.
I don't believe that, Delta.
I think he is.
So any information that 2-4 passes on, just let me know in terms of movement.
Yo. Yeah, we'll just, yeah. Roger. 1 second.
That's 2-4, call check on 124, over.
Lima Charlie 124, over.
Roger, yeah.
2-4, this is Delta with an interrogative.
It's 2-4 to Delta.
Who's carrying CLS?
That would be Alpha.
Wait, Alpha.
And then Charlie, yes. Alpha and then Charlie.
I haven't heard anything.
Mighty great.
Oh, it'll be us.
Long time no
We're,
see.
we're basically Command's babysitters. Us and Blacksmith.
You look fucking fantastic.
If you think you
today.
flappy fucking half-tards are our babysitters, you're gonna need a new goddamn helmet because you bumped your head right through that one.
Let him have his delusions.
We'll just use them as cannon fodder first.
Human shield.
What's going on, Sergeant Redmond? Good.
It's like when somebody uses the word bomb in an airport, it doesn't really matter. I just feel uncomfortable.
Be advised, all medical boxes are loaded.
Was that a yes?
Give me a long FTX.
Oh, Kyle, come on. Oh, okay. Alright, not res. Okay. Well, you could just get out of the way. That'd be. Alrighty, this is awkward.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk you by the book.
Sergeant Rico.
Yeah.
So right now, my main channel is gonna be 1, 2.
One of the pebbles.
1.
You were present. It was already
got
weird.
The additional one as 1 to 4. Is that correct?
Yes. Sorry, Sergeant? What do you mean? Just waiting on team to get this shit sorted, and that's about it. Should be fine.
Sounds good. That's what I was hoping for.
Also,
Yeah.
I got a compass.
The 6th all stations is net. I need no one ready to roll out.
Alright, are you guys all ready? 6, this is 4 on point 1. We're all ready to go.
Yep. Copy.
So as a friendly reminder, Alpha and Delta will be 2-1 eventually, and then Bravo and Charlie will be together with 2-3. The team leads will be attaching to the attached squad's net. The 6 will remain on 2-4 net.
Okay. Stand by.
Negative LT. There's
really
one.
want-
There should be one back on each.
Callum and Solus and
2-4 Delta.
myself.
Not gonna lie. I've been shot a law.
How are
Or
we
like a
going
month.
to speak of our 8?
That's 2-4 standby.
Sorry?
So
Eight
we are
home.
going to speak with our 8.
True. Your assistant net, like your team net. You're on team net, and then
I don't
there's
suppose
the
I can
attached squad
decline.
It will be very
Reggie.
for us
Final FTX Alpha 506.
to have
You said would.
system to have their
Wait on you have it too.
Copy.
the attached squad.
That's fine, but what happens is that slows shit down on the squad side of things then. Because you're with the attached
What
squad.
was the alternate net?
What's going to happen is, hey, can we get AT to go hit that BTR that's bearing blah blah
All
blah,
stations is net on the first.
and then
one.
they have to tell your assistant, and then your assistant has to tell you. You know what I mean?
Alright.
It's a lot faster.
Go in the
It's
back of
just
the MRAPs.
they tell the gunner straight away,
on the-
boom, and then you're already moving.
Rally on the
Because-
first sergeant. Don't make me say it twice.
Yeah.
Rally up on the first sergeant.
Go, my minions.
Alright, rallying up.
All right, how we doing, fuckbags?
Fuck you.
What's up? All right. Anybody tell me what we're training with tonight? What was that in the back? Speak up.
Vehicles.
There we go. We're mounted operations tonight. We're gonna have gun trucks with us. As you can see, a couple of things I want to go over with these before we before I hand it over to the captain. Right. I know a lot of you guys don't like working with the trucks, right? Everybody agree with me on that? Fucking sucks working with the gun trucks.
Negative.
Yes. Fucking sucks working with the gun trucks. You know why it sucks? Because we constantly fucking lose the trucks. They end up getting blown up. They're more of a hindrance than anything else. Why do you guys think that is? Why do we lose trucks so much?
People are careless.
Alright, people are careless. We got any other ideas? Why do we lose so many fucking trucks?
Dropping security, First Sergeant.
Alright, I like that one.
Not using hard cover.
People can't
They get
drive. That's a
shot.
pretty good one. They get shot. Why do they get shot?
Because they're fucking massive, First Sergeant.
Yeah. One of the things I want you guys to focus on tonight is keep these trucks behind cover. Right? If the gunner can't engage, then so be it. You know, the weapons, yes, they're force multipliers, but at the end of the day, more so than anything else, they're a fucking ride home. Right? If the gunner can't engage, so be it. Keep the truck behind fucking cover. We can get them up, poke them up there, and get them out and get some rounds off. Then great. But more so than anything else, the damn things behind cover when we can. Security. All right. Make sure these trucks are secure. Make sure we got security both in front and behind the vehicles. Big one. Especially when we're operating in any type of urban environment. All right. Believe me, guys, I understand more so than a lot of people how much it sucks rolling in a fucking convoy, especially in a dense urban area. Fucking nerve-wracking. You can be shot from anywhere and everywhere at pretty much any given time. But there are some things that you can do to kind of help better prepare yourself. All right. Don't stop your vehicle in an intersection. Not ever stop in an intersection. When you do stop, pull your vehicle behind fucking cover. Don't just stop in the middle of the road. Don't pull what happened a couple weeks ago and just drive the truck right into where we already know enemy forces are at. What are we supposed to do when we're going into a high threat environment with these trucks?
Dismount.
Dismount short, right? We dismount and walk the trucks into town. We handrail the road, walk into town or whatever the hell the area is so we can protect the trucks, right? Everybody remember that from OSUT?
Firm, First Sergeant.
Make sure we're doing that. Okay? Who decides if and when the convoy stops?
Vic one.
Convoy lead.
Convoy commander, First Sergeant.
Anybody else?
Convoy commander.
Yes, Vic. As well.
Convoy commander and first Vic. Anybody else decide when that convoy stops? Nope. Convoy commander. All right. What about the lead Vic? How do they determine if that convoy stops or not?
Obstructions. Vehicles are down.
Contact.
Tank.
Okay. So everything we're talking about are threats right now, right? Those are all threats to the vehicle. Even a blockage in the road, that's technically a threat to the vehicle because you got to stop the vehicle, right? So let's simplify all of it. Lead Vic can decide that the convoy stops if they believe that the threat ahead is too great for them to push through. That make sense to everybody?
All
right. How does that lead Vic make the call for the convoy to stop? What do they say on the radio?
Lead Vic stopping.
Herringbone.
Herringbone, what?
Left or right?
Whatever direction.
There we go. What direction they're doing. Why is it important that we call the direction?
So everyone knows where to fill in top.
Right. Okay, if the lead Vic doesn't call a direction, then it's going to make it that much more difficult for number two and so on and so forth. Yes, we just, go back and forth. Seems pretty fucking simple. But when we're in the heat of the moment, that lead Vic doesn't make the call. Left Vic starts to fucking turn left as soon as he hears fucking herringbone, which you shouldn't be doing, by the way. Wait until he calls a direction. Just one more chance for things to fuck up. Just get in that habit, herringbone left. I don't care if you always want to call left. Herringbone left. However, you're that lead Vic and you have cover to the right. Fucking pull right. Okay, use a little bit of sense in that. Anybody got any questions on any of that?
Negative for sure.
Negative.
I do.
Yep.
What if the lead Vic herringbone's right, but there's a bunch of fire on the left for the second Vic, but there's a bunch of cover on the right?
What do you guys think?
Go to the cover first, Sergeant.
Go to the cover first.
Why would we go to the cover? Lead Vic went right.
He's stupid not to.
You
Because
know,
it's common sense,
we're
first
getting
sergeant.
shot at.
It's the number one job when working with these trucks.
Preserve
assets.
All right. So, lead Vic goes right because there's a lot of cover right. Just a barren open field to the left. Where's the second Vic go?
Right.
Right,
Right,
Sergeant.
first sergeant.
Right to the cover. Right? Somebody tell me how to set the speed limiter on the truck.
Delete key for sure.
Delete key.
Delete key.
Who works the radio in the truck?
Gunner.
Who works the radio in the truck?
Driver or gunner for sergeant.
Who works the radio in the truck?
Whoever's best on the radio.
Whoever the fuck's best qualified for that job. Keep that mantra for anything and everything in your fucking life. I don't even care if it's at your personal work. Whoever's best for that job does that goddamn job. Don't give a shit that much if the driver or the gunner or whoever's on the radio. As long as the driver can get the information and as long as that fucking truck can respond on that 50 net, that's all I care. If your driver cannot fucking focus on driving and working the radio at the same time, so be it. Some people can't. It's fine. Don't force that fucking guy into a situation that's going to cause a clusterfuck because you were too lazy to get up on the net when you're perfectly capable of doing it. Don't fuck over one of your buddies just because you don't feel like taking the responsibility. Everybody understand that? All right. Captain, I know there's probably a few things you'd like to go over. Go ahead. I guess I should say Captain Drumheller. I know there's fucking two of you in here now.
No, that is incorrect. There is only one captain. Why do we hate working with the VIX?
CEO just asked a question.
Why do we hate working with the VIX?
Babysitting them is annoying.
I don't, Captain.
I don't either. I fucking love them. But it seems to me, from all the feedback I hear, that a lot of people don't like working with the VIX because we lose them all the time. Why do we lose our VIX all the time?
Don't
Lack of
protect them.
training.
Because we don't like working with the VIX. It's a cyclical problem. So we as of this FTX, we are going away from this path of, oh, we lose VIX all the time, so we don't want to take them because we're bad with them. Because we lose them all the time because we don't want to take them because we're bad with them. So from now on, when we look at a mission plan and that mission makes sense to bring our VIX and we have our VIX present with us, we are taking our VIX, guys. There is no reason to not have them. They are a massive force multiplier. And all we're doing is putting ourselves at a disadvantage. The number one thing that I see all the time when I see a vehicle destroyed is it sitting out in the middle of two pieces of cover. All the time, almost every time. I never see a Vic in good cover that's destroyed. Is that because they get hit while they're moving across cover, or is that because we're not putting them in cover in the first place?
Probably both.
We can say it's both, but it's 80% because we're not putting them in cover in the first place. And that needs to stop. When you are driving that Vic, and when you are assigning a driver for a Vic, you need to make sure that at the topmost of your mind is moving that vehicle like it was yourself and moving it from cover to cover. And that is whoever is in charge of that Vic at the squad level, making sure that the movement orders that you're giving are being given with that in mind. Are there any questions on that?
Negative, sir.
Negative, sir.
Negative.
All right. What else are we working on tonight?
Mount, sir.
Mounts.
Sir.
So what does that mean with the VIX?
We'll walk the VIX in, sir.
Means make sure your security team is always with your Vic. Do not leave them behind. Do not drop your security on those Vics.
What's up, Louise?
Get the UAV out of here. driving me crazy like I'm a fucking old man hearing shit.
I didn't launch mine. Yeah, that was my oopsie. Sorry, Captain.
That's pretty much it. We're not gonna go over mount stuff now. We're gonna have a separate FTX dedicated to that. We've been doing a lot of mount recently. I lied. I'll go over a couple of things. If you go into a room to clear that room, stay on your fucking corner. Do not go diagonally across the room. I swear to God, if I see that shit tonight, I'm gonna lose my mind. You guys copy? All right. Anything else we need to go over for Sergeant?
And one quick thing, Kevin. Those of you guys that have driven our trucks or gunned in our trucks, gunning not so much, but those of you guys that have driven our trucks, and you guys ever get bored just sitting in the driver's seat?
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely. Pretty boring.
Negative.
I'm going to tell you guys, myself personally, I don't. I personally love just sitting in the driver's seat, just kind of hanging out, bullshitting with the guy up in the turret and, working the radio and stuff. That's myself. All right. I understand it can be kind of boring for you guys. Fucking swap out, guys. There's nothing saying that you guys can't swap who's in the driver's seat or who's in the gunner's seat midway through the fucking, mission or training, whatever it is we're doing. No reason you guys can't swap out. It's not a big deal. Those of you guys that are out on the ground, running around fucking ground pounding, take one for your fucking buddy and be like, hey man, I'll swap out with you for the next half or whatever. There's nothing saying you guys can't, or that you guys have to stay in that driver's seat the entire time. Also, when we stop the trucks, when we dismount, all right? Even in a soft dismount, guys, if you want to, as a driver, hop out of the truck just to kind of get out, fucking virtually stretch your legs, whatever, perfectly fine. Just make sure you stay close to that truck, close enough where if shit starts going down, you get in it with a quickness and move the fucking truck. But you're not fucking super glued to that seat, all right? Remember, this is about having fun. So if you're just sitting in the truck all night and you're getting fucking bored, say something to your team leader. Hey man, can I get out of the fucking truck for a little bit? Can somebody swap me? Whatever. All right, everybody clear on that?
What's up?
All right. That's all I got. Captain, they're all yours.
Sorry, I was sending a text. Let's get Havoc 2, you got anything you want to go over before we get mounted up?
Negative, Captain.
All right, let's get mounted up. Get ready to roll out.
All right, Havoc 2 to your Vex.
It's Menoka's.
Hey, sir, Dale.
The man. Why not?
Right here.
Let's go to over.
Havoc 2 is 2-3.
Bravo, let me know when you're ready.
Copy.
Yes.
Vehicle order over.
Don't launch that UAV until you're...
Q4, who was it you said we were going to be attaching to again?
Are we loading?
This is by you, man.
Alpha and Delta will be
Salty,
2-1.
push it. Roger.
Rocking and loading before we get the goods.
Actual. Charlie. What truck are we in?
Yeah, I just figured that out.
So, Del, I'm going
Green, red, don't have an
I'm waiting to figure out what truck we're in. We're attached to 2-1 when it comes time, so we'll be rolling with that.
Which one are we loading?
Yeah.
Whichever one you want to take. Which one's the LT in?
LT, which one are you getting in?
240
Prison.
We're going to need another Vex. Getting it.
Usually we'll be towards the front of the line.
2-4, this is Alpha's assisting.
Can we lock in?
Yeah,
we're all
gonna be in one. Are we gonna attach to something?
We're kind of just waiting right now. Hold on, Gillian.
Yeah, I'm just in the middle of figuring that
Probably
out.
on spot now.
240, this is Bravo, two questions. Who is driving, who is gunning, and the second one...
I have no idea. Yeah, same one.
And are we clear to lock and load?
Yeah, lock and load when you're just about to mount it.
This is fun. This is actually my last op with these guys. I'm leaving them. I'm enjoying that unit. So.
Did you get a response? Oh. On 5-0 when you did yours? I know you were in quick. Bravo, did you get a response?
Alright guys, we're in the second truck.
The radio
Second Vic.
Copy. Just going that stuff.
Charlie copies.
Obviously, 240 guns in the back, pop out. Assist will be driving, and assist will be gunning up top.
You wanna drive or gunning, tell?
I don't care.
And don't forget to jump on 50.
Which is it? Us driving or gunning or in the back?
Delta copies. What day gunners do you want doing what?
I will say,
Roger. Bravo's in.
Roger. Just jump, AT assist in driver and gun for now.
Correction, Charlie's in.
Makes sense. This is Delta. That is not going to be a good idea on Delta's part. Why are we running with a fucking gun truck when we're going to be splitting off attaching to a rifle squad? So you want me to run by myself to go attach to a rifle squad?
It's a very good point, Delta.
Before we do have an unarmed truck behind us, it would probably be a little more beneficial to have the weapons element take that if we're going to be splitting off between rifle squads.
Yeah, roger that, Delta. Stand by.
Alpha, this is,
We might be getting out.
yeah, I'm just on the gunner right now, just
Yeah, I'm on squad right here.
You must be taking a gun truck and splitting off.
Rob, what were you saying that I'm driving or not?
Stand by, I don't know yet.
Yeah, I heard what he's saying right now, but just checking it. I wasn't sure what you said.
Yeah, copy. Yeah, 2-4 trying to figure out if we're gonna stay with MR19 or to take the unarmed.
Once you guys
I'm getting the driver's seat so nobody else is.
Yeah, copy. Do so.
So for now, keep as is. Something that may be done.
2-4, this is Bravo, be advised, Bravo's assistant is driving.
Don't mind
It's 240.
Yep, now.
You know the procedure, go ahead and give me
Why would I fucking grab this other seat? I'm
here for a second.
It's a crow system, you dipshit. Passenger seat.
You're on squad now, so you can
We are good on 50.
before this is Alpha's assistant.
Good lord, it's almost like he's a special.
2-4, this is Bravo, be advised, we are good on 50.
Roger, thanks.
This is Alpha's assistant. I'm just letting you I'm on the gunner.
What is all that?
6 is 7931, I'll copy.
Big calls. Oscar Mike.
How did you see? How did you see the gun move?
Stand by, guys.
Basically, you're copying the exact same verbiage as lead Vic. You're just like last Vic, you need the same thing. So like if we make a left turn, last Vic, make a left turn.
Hold that back. I believe this is a 6.
So it's gonna be your left.
Other side of the truck, Cap.
Papa key.
Reyes, you look nice.
The Papa is gonna bring your long range radio. So it looks different than your short range. Right?
Chastain
So
looks
you're
better.
gonna find that clear button. And actually, if it's already set to 50, which I think it is, because you guys share a net. It is? Alright. So then you want to clear out what's in that long range radio screen.
Which one is the two?
Type in 50, just like your normal radio, and then find that set key. Set it that way. And then you should see.
I'm not monitoring squad.
Roger.
I'll hop away.
Yeah, it's kind of, I forget what the physical button looks like. Search around there.
Hey, Chaz. Alpha, Charlie.
Is it what? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah, Shell's definitely not. The only one who has a chance is Haskins.
Waiting.
I don't.
Alpha, Bravo.
Fuck
I don't really care.
If you hover over it, it should say set channel.
This is Bravo. Are you calling for me?
Yes, I am. Hey, switch sides with me. I'll get out, and then so you can take up on this right side.
Copy.
Okay, so then as long as that says 5-0, you
All right, I'm out.
transmit for the range. You control caps lock.
No. Ah.
Yep, emergency key.
Alright,
So that's basically how you're going to talk on it, right? Basically, like I said, you're just going to be saying everything that we're doing. So, like, if you see contact or something, feel free to call that shit up on 5-0 so that the whole convoy
Go ahead,
knows.
Charlie.
And then
Thank
the
you.
only other thing you really need to keep in mind is basically each turn that we take, when we go, stop, just like a normal net. Just pulling out everything stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna stick with this Vic.
Yeah.
Not gonna be uploaded with
He already
the
did the radio
Any
check,
update?
so that's a from now on, we're just last minute.
the second person.
Are you up in the fucking passenger seat?
Yeah, that makes it easy for you, right? So
You know,
Yeah,
Me and
that's fair.
Tal.
Apologies.
me and Taylor just holding hands, doing our thing.
That's
Except
on
it
his
keeps
hand.
rubbing my fucking knee.
Is that the sidearm I see there? Oh snap!
Sweet
It's fully
Jesus.
loaded.
Sorry, I got ass in my face.
3-4, correction, 2-4. Are we switching Vics or are we staying in this one? Convoy command is asking if we're unfucking this Vic or if we're staying here. So are we staying or?
great.
Convoy command is Vic 2. We're good to move this time.
And hey, it's no big deal. Like, if you say anything
No,
that messes up on the radio or anything, just start the boat and just come back on.
Here we go.
We were told to square that away before we stepped off, or at least that's what your lieutenant was told. Now we're already rolling. Means square away in terms of getting yourself and the medic in the driver and gunner slot before we left. Not playing musical chairs in the field.
Hey, Tal, what does this knob do?
Self-destruct.
It's probably a fucking ejector seat.
I think he wishes it was.
Alright, we had the X out the first sergeant with us. Right, this is gonna be enjoyable.
Damn, well, you're a good driver.
I missed this.
Centuries of experience.
I mean, I figured you'd be good at a chariot, but I never thought you could.
Ooh, ow. Damn. Delta copy, signing off from the port.
Bravo copy, signing off.
This is
All right,
Delta
do a
System radio
quick
check
check
on
with them on-
frequency 124.
Just got told Convoy help.
You step up.
Hey,
Up to 4.
Delta radio check 121 over. Roger up.
2-3, this is 2-4 Bravo, requesting
Where
rescue.
are you guys
Chinese-
dismounting?
Chinese
We're
fire
halted.
drill.
Yeah, but
Soft dismount.
you want us coming in some cops under attack?
I'm at this fucking building something.
Yeah, we're dispatching.
Roger, come to you.
All stations be advised, we're being told to push up 200 more meters.
Alright, Alpha Gunner,
Head back up, we're gonna start pushing 200 meters up the road.
Go ahead and line back up.
Roger. Delta's mounting back up.
Stand up.
southeast.
Rico, you did say Alpha was coming with us, right? With 2-1?
Hey, I just heard there might be the frag.
They were asking about it on net, so I don't think they're fucking...
Let's see
There
your
they are.
base. What you
If
have.
you guys ever need EMG team, just let us know. We'll be there.
Looks like the same kind of body terrain.
Off-road, game changer.
Hopefully it doesn't jar my dentures loose.
Damn it, you old bastard.
I don't know, man. Have you checked the suspension on this thing? I heard the axles weren't really that all greased at all. Last time I heard that one of the axles was broken on this.
Roger, to avoid confusion with Alpha, just go ahead and reference my name if you need me.
Hold on.
Roger up.
Being told we're following his MSR up until a little left turn, up ahead, brake. About 400 meters at Y, so we're gonna go left at the Y.
Roger that.
Hey, Tal, do you have any of those old people candies up there in your purse? Miles kind of dry.
My purse?
They're called Werther's Originals.
But ain't that guy.
Oh, candy boil?
Yeah, just remember to friendly cops watch that Mark 19 file.
Somebody brought a purse?
We're following this up until the dismount point.
Heckman has a tactical knapsack.
Oh. What you got in there, Heck?
You gotta click and a half before you reach this one.
Got me. Nice.
Mostly lube, don't worry. Don't get it too excited.
Is it gonna be loot for you or loot for Tel?
It depends on how good of a night it is. Could be both of us.
So Heckman gets all the action, huh?
Always. I'm built for it.
It's 2-4 about that.
2-4, be advised, we got enemy armor northeast side of the cop.
We are approaching the dismount.
You need me relaying what
just
he's
told
saying, or
us
can you
that
use
the
your
enemy
earmuffs?
armor teams after the dismount point, so very careful.
Being told to carry one here.
Like it's pretty much east-northeast of the COP, just north of the bullseye mark there. And it's marked as heavy armor at the moment, as well as motorized.
We dismounting?
2-3, this is 2-4 Bravo.
Alright, Alpha getting out.
Charlie's out.
So let's go be out.
This Bravo Bravo assistant getting out for the mic.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Alright, we're gonna have to do one, so we're gonna get grouped up on him here.
I'm behind you, though.
1 second, Gillian.
Shots.
Yeah.
So when this is 2-4 Alpha, what Vic are you guys in?
Cool. Okay.
We're gonna be back here, Christian. Chastain, whatever the fuck your name is.
You got it right the second
We'll go
time.
back here to the west.
Mark, if you can, jump in.
Myself and Delta are coming back there.
Where am I jumping in? The Vic. Guys, start going out and attaching.
Shit. By Charlie's calling.
This is Delta. We are attached to 2-1 at this time. Over. roger that.
This is Charlie's. This is Charlie's climb.
Good, start bringing that vehicle right up the fucking center of the road. That's where we hang.
Jack, did you let
Yeah.
2-4, this is Bravo.
Yeah, go.
2-4, I'm gonna stay with 2-3 at this point, and my assistant is gonna keep you updated.
Roger that.
2-4, this is Charlie.
Go for 2-4.
I lost Charlie, so it's just me. What do you want me to do?
2, stand by. I'll tell you where they are. Alright, 2-3 are at the front of the column of the MSR, so just head up there, attach to them up there.
Copy. So we lost our Maz.
Alright, hit me back. Enemy Tunguster in the area. Delta copies that fucking Tunguska in the area.
Alright, we're staying with command back.
Roger that.
So where's 2-3?
At the end of the MSR. Charlie, just hold off. You're by yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, we lost our Maz. We lost our Maz, Connor.
Alright, roger that.
They'll go along.
Yeah, Charlie, just stay with 2-4 members for now until you get your team lead back.
Copy. And move the Bravo's position.
I'm pushing over here to the southeast.
Alright, we're gonna stay with the captain.
2-4 is Bravo.
260 on the opponent.
2-4, go Robert.
Be advised, after our 030, approximately 100 meters in enemy BTR.
This 2-2, be advised, we're actually moving right now off to the east to get set up on the
2-4, I copy.
Yeah, say again.
Switch your neck. 1, 2,
Approximately 800 meters, bearing 02030, meet enemy BTR.
Copy, how far?
Roger that.
Do you heard me?
Okay.
Guess there's a
Bravo
platoon.
Delta's gonna try to get eyes on that and
1
smoke
to
that bitch.
4.2.
This is 2-2.
Hang on, Mike,
We're
Delta.
calling a BTR somewhere far up the road. It might have been that.
Where's our platoon?
Ahí from muscle.
2-4 is Charlie.
Yeah, go Charlie.
What the f?
I'm with Bravo.
Nope, that beat. So BRDM, that's up the road that you guys were seeing before. Alpha.
Actual Bravo, need it. Never mind, it's not a BTR. Yeah. Now they're telling me that's a BRDM.
Roger that.
This is Charlie.
Are those guys alive? Dude, fuck. They're just standing still.
Alright, we need to move directly east across this road into this passenger line. Just move it.
patch of trees. Yeah.
Delta's Bravo.
Send it.
Advise it's now to our northeast by, I'm guessing, 300-400 meters. Ballpark 032.
Solid copy, Bravo. We're fucking hunting it.
Bravo copies.
Bravo, this is Delta.
Send it.
You still got eyes on that motherfucker?
Negative.
Roger. Delta's moving currently to fucking try to get eyes on it.
Solid copy. Alright, Delta's moving up towards us. Time now to try and get eyes on that BRDM that was just up here.
Yeah, it seems like there is a BRDM and a PTR also in the same position. I don't know what's happening up there.
Delta's Bravo.
Right now the PTR is trying to move.
Advise it's possibly both a BTR and a BRDM.
And it's about 900 meters.
Delta copies.
Alright, well there's one a lot closer than that I saw a minute ago, so...
Hey, firm to 3, send it. We're approximately 200 meters behind you, and at this point we're having Delta to come up to kill that thing. So copy, stand by.
Del, can you let 2-4 know that we need Delta up ASAP?
Yeah, they're pushing our way already, but I'll let them know. Delta's Bravo. Copy.
Go for Delta.
Delta, I'm being told that 2-3 is requesting your presence ASAP. Pretty sure you're already on your way, but just be advised.
Roger, we just took shots. We're getting fucking fucked up over here.
Actually, this is Charlie. I'm back on station.
Moving to Charlie's position.
The fuck is Delta?
Yeah, roger that.
What the fuck is Delta? Okay, I have absolutely no idea where Delta is at this point.
Okay guys, you know what? Let's push north. Let's regroup with 2-3.
Moving.
And also 2-3 is telling us that there is a GZ also.
There's a what?
A GZ.
Copy. 2-4, this is Delta. Yes, 2-4 Delta. Let the platoon know that our fucking gun is down.
Be advised, Delta's weapon is down.
He's currently getting worked on by Doc right now.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah, Rog.
Fuck.
Next time, just jump on that squad net and let him know.
Mike, good?
Come on.
Crossing.
This is Delta, we're
I'm
back.
seeing shots pushing out northwest.
Yeah, I think 2-3 is dealing with them. Stand by.
Remember, Charlie, don't forget to attach to the...
We're engaging
on the
west.
squad.
Keep it in cover.
It's a negative.
I'll be down 0.2.
Doc, I'm gonna need some drugs when you get a minute.
Car yard 0.3.
I go in.
Move Charlie 0.3.
Oh man.
2-3.
All good.
2-4 is Bravo.
Bravo, go for 2-4.
Interrogative, where am I at in relation to 2-3?
Coming in from the northwest.
Say again.
Interrogative, where am I at in relation to 2-3?
Drop one shooter, 335.
Off, let me know when you're moving.
Reyes, where's that BMP?
Bravo, you're up with 2-1. 2-3 is on the ASR to your southeast.
It's all copy.
ASR to our southeast.
Yep. Well, let me get to. Do you know where 2-3 is?
Yeah, so the ASR to our southeast. Bravo's moving there now.
Okay.
2-4 is Bravo.
Nice, Bravo. It's 2-4.
Be advised, right now we're working with Delta trying to get this armor piece out to the northeast guild, and then we'll move.
Alright, roger that.
Reyes, we got infantry out there. 058.
Copy, okay, pick it up, let's move over there.
Trying to get a fucking angle on this BMP.
Say again?
You done assisting Delta?
Yeah, it seems like.
Copy that.
065, I can hear it over there. Yeah, it's gonna be right of those infantry.
Yeah, BTR, we caught up earlier.
To our rear?
Yeah, it was a while ago. I don't know where it was.
To the east of the compound, guys, AT teams. Marker 1045, enemy armor in a shed.
Marker 1045, armor in a shed. Probably my last.
Enemy infantry, fucking 043. I'm setting to 500 in range again.
Short. 566.
You said 043?
Yeah. God, I can't get a fucking breath.
3 of them.
Oh, they're linked, bro.
Drilled them.
Yeah.
One more to the right. He's
Yeah, I'm
next to
pushing
that
back.
stop sign.
Like this.
I can't get a breath. Hold on. There we go.
Go back for Bravo.
Oh my god.
Go back for Bravo.
Drilled him. One more to the right. Just one more to the right of him.
Find the truck.
Find the truck.
Thanks very much, sir. We will break. Be advised, 2-1 is on our left, pretty much on this road. 2224 company are to our right, so southeast down the fucking end. We're trying to get online so we can push into this fucking cop safely.
Join on me.
So right here we may have to fucking work with 2-1 so they can push up or vice versa.
Hey, AT, off to the north. There's a piece of armor at 1048 number. It's about 500 out though, so if you feel comfortable, take it.
2-3, this 2-4 Delta. He's down. Checking it on 1-2-3 over.
Disregard it. It's to the east, not north.
Delta copies. I got eyes on it. I'm blue for it.
Alright, roger. Cool.
Down. What's up, sir?
Delta's Bravo.
Send it, Bravo.
Interrogative, you linking up 2-3 now?
Is it accurate? Dealing with that?
Roger,
That's a negative, Bravo. We're with fucking 2-1, I believe.
Range is break.
Copy, that's what I thought too. My teammate thought he heard you check in with them, so disregard.
116 meters. Range backblast is clear.
Stay where we are for right now anyway.
It's hit.
We got about 200 meters between us and the
dismounted.
cop. We can easily pop smoke farther beyond that and just move up to the cop. Copy. 2-2, all squads, break. We need to freaking pop smoke to the north and start moving towards the cop. 2-3, I want you to set up a base of fire. 2-2, I want you to cover to the east and southeast. 2-1, you're going to be moving up to the cop first. Be advised, there's almost no friendlies left in the cop. That's right now, 2-3, pop smoke now. It's a BTR in the barn.
Time now, popping smoke north.
BMD is dead. Carter. Carter.
What's up?
Can you cover the rest of the platoon up here? I found it.
Roger. Wait, taken.
This is 2 Romeo 3-1. Copy that. 6. Tunguska found 1051 to the northeast. 4 clicks.
Because you may be able to fucking reach that cop now if you need to. Also, we're not doing anything yet.
Straight through, we've got a base. 2-3 break. 3 just setting up a base. 2-2 and 2-1 going to move. Keep holding in, boys. Keep watching out this fucker.
Cross behind.
2-3 green.
I'm
next.
Also, 2-1 and 2-2 pushing their ass northeast to this cop time now. Base. They're marked 1053.
Dude, these motherfuckers are.
Did you see those rounds going through him? And then hitting on the back side of the hill?
Northeast, watch it.
Like they were
Troop transport northeast.
Northeast troop transport's coming.
They're on steroids.
Alpha, have you got that big
Bravo copies.
squad to engage shit? Yes, you do.
Are you getting Delta copies?
Grayson.
You guys drivers in on that troop transport.
Copy. 2-6 with position.
We just need to start continuing to follow us.
Get fucked, asshole. He's down. Yeah, you go, Tabor. What's up, Jake?
Tabor right there. 350. 350.
350? Yeah, he's dead.
Give me trace.
That guy's dead.
Me or not?
Yeah, bad guy, he's dead.
Concentrate, good shit. Alpha Bravo, just letting you know again. Break.
Okay, let's get guys, possible friendlies in the cop still.
This is 2-7. We're still holding base out to the north.
Yeah, I'm literally at like 20 kills right now.
2-4, be advised, your Vic won't do any good all the way back there. You might want to move it to a better position.
Yeah, copy up, brother.
How was that?
Vic, you good? Good job. God, that guy's fucking rubber banding to the dick.
Oh, I hit him. Fucking, yeah. My kill. Don't take it. I gotta reload. Don't shoot.
This is Bravo. We're engaging infantry about 500 meters out to the northwest.
2-3,
Alright, roger that. Engaging now.
2-3, can you effectively still cover 2-1 and 2-2?
FM certainly can to the north, over.
Good copy, 2.
Keep holding doors, just hold the base for these guys.
This is Alpha Assistant. Alpha is down.
I don't know what second, west, and east road. Check the bearing. Where are you seeing 1,000 meters?
Contact bearing 321.
Another one. Just down another guy to the 0.4. Just kill one guy.
Alpha's
to
2-3. So you know the fucking white smoke to the northwest. That's where your enemies probably come from.
Bravo, how's that tree line looking to the northwest?
This Bravo appears to be mostly clear, and the Mark 19's fucking up pretty solid, so it should be good here in a moment.
Alright, roger that.
Stand by.
Good job.
Those
Those
friendly mortars going out?
Crows Vic out there.
Hey, friendly.
Let's see.
I'm still on a map for ammo. I'm actually chewing through it, bro. I'll be honest with you.
Can you just use me as a meat shield while you bandage?
No, they actually gave me more range.
Oh, thanks.
I'll give you an ammo update here, bro. I'm probably at like 8 or 9 megs.
Hey, Taber, yeah.
What did you bring?
Like 13?
Usually
Yeah, 8
you
full
got, like,
mags.
16, 17. They were on 2-3.
That fucking ridge line's down BTR, but is there any enemies next to it?
Negative.
Left side of it, about fucking 50 meters on the BTR, exactly.
Yeah, nothing.
Sorry, that fucking thermal gun must be dead.
Friendly mortar mission going out.
Another friendly form. Fuck.
Hey guys,
another
I'm on
friendly
medical.
mortar mission going out.
More friendly mortars going out.
Stand by, mate, to push up here. Fucking cordon off the north side.
How's Alpha doing down here?
Just dropped another guy 070 in front of that White House. To the right of the smoke, basically.
Oh, there's another guy to the right of that small white thing.
Alright.
It's 237.
How much fire are you taking at the moment?
075.
None at this moment, break.
Okay, then you know
There's a
what?
compound to the
Let's
north, would you like us to
change
clear it?
groups and join
So he is
250.
right behind the tree, just expose himself.
You mean to the north of the...
I need more action.
That's a negative at the moment. Wait for 2-1 and 2-2 to set up in there, and then you can move to that.
I'll copy, eyes on.
Solid copy, 2.
Oh, drill them.
Fucking get laid out, kid. Oh, another guy.
There's a compound to the north of the comp.
Nope. 070.
Eyes on.
Got him. Done. He's running full clip too, you see that shit?
He's jogging. AG, thanks.
Can we get a sit rep, guys?
Yeah, 0-2.
You guys all good?
This is Bravo. We're green. We're sitting over by 2-3. We're helping suppress out to the east when whenever a shit shows up.
That fucking ridge line, if you can get 240s, is sporadic.
Roger to Bravo. Alpha.
Couple 1 to 2 contacts coming
How
over
far
the
is
top.
that? Oh, there's contacts coming into the northeast to 109.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them.
Yeah.
This is Charlie, we're holding with 2-3. Over.
730 meters.
Okay,
Roger that.
130 meters. Copy.
Charlie, Delta.
I'm gonna wait for them to pop up.
Go for Delta.
You want this?
Yeah, Delta, you guys look green, yeah?
Or you gotta be.
Affirm, we're fucking setting up security looking northeast in the compound.
Oh, I can't help them.
Yeah, I know. I'm just telling you. I'm keeping you updated. Sorry, you get to do this fun job now.
Roger that. Alpha, check in.
Yeah, I know.
What are you doing?
Fucking waiting until 2-1 gets set up.
Send it Alpha.
Anyone got eyes on Alpha?
Black
Oh,
Smoke
that
is
was back
burning
from the
vehicle.
fucking northwest.
Break, got contact northwest. They took a couple shots. I'll
Fucking
give you
northwest.
This is Alpha Assisting. We are good.
Alright, roger that.
Bravo, stand by. I'll see if I can see this cop stuff and DM on it.
Fire again, you fucking jerk off. Come on.
Right side of the BTR.
2-2, this is
I
2-7
think
break.
that's how
Are you guys set up in that comp and ready to support?
Range 600. I put one in his abdomen.
He's
Copy 2-2 break. 2-3, go ahead and start moving towards blue 4
Yeah.
markers 1048 to the north.
White smoke, who the fuck popped it?
We're gonna be moving. Stand by.
That wasn't the shooter though, was it?
No, that was a criminal with a pistol.
Alright, moving northeast. Let's move.
Copy, moving.
Absent!
Hey, we're moving.
Yep, okay, sweet.
So, yeah, I think meant to bring the Vic up behind us.
So I'm at 9 mags.
Move direct northeast. Behind Bravo.
2.
This Bravo, be advised, we have an BTR enemy Alpha coming in from the northeast, just past the cop. Disregard, just in case, Charlie.
Delta, smoke that bitch.
Silo buildings.
There's another one coming. Same place.
Yeah, just
Hey, 2-1 Vic coming in front of you. Watch out.
The one we're on right now. This, I don't know what happened yet, but we sent 2 squads in here clearly. Friendly now.
Get that BTR.
Delta, be advised, there's another BTR to the northeast.
Fuck did he go? He's up behind that fucking tree.
God.
Directly
Let's
236.
just turn around and face me right.
Range.
Approximately 300 meters, 400 meters.
Bravo, we're not clear.
Gun.
That's just all fun.
Get ready to roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to 500 if he pops up again.
Right over here. I need you to
Ron.
pull your fucking Vic back
Did that
south.
thing take my rocket in the ass and didn't blow up?
I don't know, by the way, I don't know how bet there's no betters in the world. So it's like 50 rounds.
2-4, this is Delta.
Yeah, go for the 2-4.
We're heading back to one of the trucks to fucking resupply with for more Moz rounds.
Alright, roger that.
What the? You good?
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, let's go inside the compound.
2-6.
Traces are gonna drive it all the way down to the border.
On Bravo.
Just use the truck.
I guess we're just playing Ring Around the Rosie or what?
Yeah.
Okay, now he's.
All stations at this Bravo, bearing 067, 329 meters from my pause, have a BTR inside a barn.
2-1, this is Delta.
Alright, we need to go back.
2-1, that BTR in the
Copy that, Bravo. We already hit it once with one fucking rocket.
Copy.
may need a bit of cover to the west, which woods as well, please. Once we clear this compound, the rest of the platoon's gonna fucking clear that fucking town out to our east. And then we'll fucking be on in after. Good job, shooters.
Max, go ahead and give me an ace support. I mean, how many bags you got?
Alright, just letting you know, when we breach that fucking wall, rules on the other side can fucking handle it.
Yep, I know. Fucking, it came down as well.
I was yelling out, but...
I know, it came down from top, from the captain's wall.
Great.
We'll address
Thank
it
you.
later.
Copy.
Get in, brother.
Bravo's
Oh, you
in.
wanna come with us and clear this, please?
Crossing.
Okay, and I'm gonna wait by the wall. I'm gonna start from it.
I got you, C.
Some party lines to split squads to the town.
I got one more mobile.
Hey guys, enemy BTR or something, to the south of the cop, about 300 meters.
Bravo copies.
Delta's got eyes and we're ranging it. We're ready to send fucking rocket time now.
Right side.
Yeah, no eyes in that BTR.
Yeah, Delta CA to it.
Did you guys hit it?
Affirm, they're dismounting.
Done clearing it. I would just
Roger,
hook up
dismounting.
with,
They just...
keep the gun to like the northwest,
Roger, I'm gonna swing in then.
like straight down. So MSR.
That's clear, gonna check right.
I'm taking.
Yeah,
So is everyone still up? Alpha check in?
Let's clear that one, I'll mark it. Yeah, you got it?
Oh, that's good. Roger, Alpha, Bravo. Roger, Charlie.
Charlie's good.
Yeah, that's pretty clear.
Pushing down to the end through the middle.
Delta's green.
Corner's clear. I'll mark it.
Rog.
Del Young.
Yes, 2-4 wall up and running.
Copy.
Pushing up.
Bravo, when you're done.
I just shot 1, 2, 3.
East. Yeah, we're ready to clear it.
What?
Hey, Vic, this is 2-3 over. Can you see any shit outside west, northeast? Where? Break, this is 2-3. This is 2-3, we're taking a shot on the
All stations, Bravo, be advised, we've disregard out.
Yeah, 2-3's got BMP to the northeast close.
Yeah, just don't get us
to
started.
the northeast is dealt with.
Okay, cool. Roger.
This 2-3 BMP to the northeast is dealt with. Over. Mark this 2-3. I need you, I got fucking hit by the God, I got hit hard.
Give me your legs.
Give me 5 0.
Like I said, I want my
Is this clear?
It's clear now. We're clear.
From this compound's clear. The large explosion was a fucking big fish.
We go, digging.
Charlie, is your gunner back?
Gillen.
Yeah, sure.
Never mind, yes, sorry. Alright. Hey, Corporal Carter, I'm building some fucking cover here, man.
Raj.
Go ahead. But the...
I'm gonna hope that was like, friendly. Eyes on impact.
Alright, it's up.
What
You can
mark
hold
is it?
fucking direct north.
Roger.
I'll be advised,
Yeah.
these are just up to the north holding that sector.
Oh, sorry. Going Everyone's moving there now.
Digging for 2-4
I would say we're a little bit packed here, but I think this is the perfect number for this cover. Copy, moving.
Yeah, call it.
Moving.
I used these.
Oh, you're bleeding, buddy.
I am?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll get it when we stop.
Well, I guess we're
Yeah,
moving.
you get shit dripping out your pant like that. Hey, yeah, Carter, we're moving.
Roger.
Hey, let me go tell that forward section that we're backing off. Hey, tell. We're fucking pulling out.
Copy that.
Yeah, let's just
I'm coming back.
BTR coming down the road close, west.
This is 2-4. This is Bravo. We got VTR taking close on our west.
Yep, up. Delta's moving to transition.
Hold on.
come on, hit it. Oh shit, someone.
Corporal, you're heading towards friendly, man.
I was literally right on a friendly big.
Yeah. There's a shit load of fucking crossfire. Yeah, we just have me on blue.
Bravo, this is Delta. You still got eyes on that fucking vehicle?
This is
enemy on me
Delta.
down.
It's catastrophic. Sorry, Delta. Just told you.
Nah, man, it's cool. You know, like, we just fucking getting our cardio in, I guess.
Well, there you go.
Did you just call me fat?
Did you call me old?
Ryder, move it.
Never.
Dude, did you see that shit? Oh my god.
C4 detachment.
Yeah. Yeah, we're the
Alright,
saturated
let's
ones,
move.
too close to faded.
Bravo, what's the plan?
Get engaged from our north.
Yeah, I'm pushing back again.
This
Yeah,
Bravo, be advised, we're not getting engaged from our north. Small arms.
Loading.
Let me know when you need ammo.
Well, let you know I'm down to 5 belts.
Green. High level. Like when you two got tagged, you might double check yourselves.
Yeah, Gillian, you got tagged.
I'm pushing back a little bit.
Asking, let's break contact with big, better security for them.
Dropped another one out there at northwest.
Looks like
Nice.
Sure fucking hope somebody's watching our east.
Yeah, I think we have the rest of the platoon moving east. think someone.
Does 2-3 know that we've been having shit over here and that we're the only ones covering it?
Roger. Hey, we're moving southeast.
I'm not 100% sure, but I will make sure that they know.
Reyes, let's go.
Charlie's moving, so we might want to go with him, or else it's just us out here.
Yeah, let's go.
So Bravo, that's an actual question. Did 2-3 know we were doing that?
Say again, Phil.
Had you communicated with 2-3 that we were there and engaging shit to the north?
I haven't told him about the process.
Okay, that's something you'd want to make sure you let him know, so that way he knows where we're at.
Oh, shit. Let's go again. Yeah, firm. I'm gonna make sure.
2-2's in
Send it.
So
be advised, my gunner would like to know your current situation, if you're okay, how you're feeling.
Well, we're feeling a little depressed, had a little bit of a bad day. But other than that, we're green. Also, we're taking contact with late out to north, sporadic.
Solid copy.
Hey,
Yeah, that tree line to the north just took a fucking gun run.
This is Bravo.
I got 54.
Yeah, we're pushing back all the way to the northeast, or correction, southeast. I don't know if there's anybody fucking watching the north where those assholes just came from. I want to double check over.
Yeah, I don't think there is either, mate. I think you were the last ones.
2-4, there's 2-3. Get your own Vic to pick you up and drive it. Good job. Alright, Bravo, this is our sector. You can swing.
Yeah, friendly gun run north again to tree line.
Alright, we can swing direct east and stuff there now.
This is Bravo. We're inside a Crow's Vic. Looks like we're pushing southeast.
West from that fucking town.
Roger that. Follow it.
No, did you see what happened? I have no idea. I was just running and I am now doing this. My life flashed before my eyes.
2-3 stuck there into these fucking
What is
buildings.
happening?
Working our way.
Holy shit, do not peek the road, do not peek the road. Comcast at the street southeast.
They're up the fucking road.
Okay, right.
Don't peek right, Comcast southeast of the road, right, which means.
Hit him.
Need a minute, serious, pretty bad.
Yeah.
Right. Alpha, once you fucking come across this road, look right. We got more guys looking right.
It's not too bad.
Right.
I'm out. It's just, yeah, you just got
I'm pushing east.
I got the compression.
Roger.
Yeah, the Vic's gonna pull up.
You just need
Head stabilized.
Charlie, this is Delta.
Go, Charlie.
Charlie, Delta is, we're tasked with clearing this, like, southern side of the fucking, of the town, so just letting you know where our fucking tube's at.
South side of town. Copy that.
Yeah, Marshall's to the southeast.
Carter.
What's up?
Yeah, this is south side of town.
Ready?
What's up?
Delta's in the south side of town.
Got it. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna move.
Friendly borders.
So the
Friendly.
I'm moving back to you.
Okay, be advised, we just had a enemy infantry up to the southeast. Friendlies are pushing there. Hey, Reyes.
Yeah.
Let's get up on that fucking hill right there. We should be able to see cover up to the east.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
cover
good.
these guys' flank.
So go with him.
Fuck.
Gillian, you good? What's your?
You're a second engine.
I'm green.
Is 2-3 pushing somebody to clear that fucking 2-story?
I'm waiting for them. 2-3 is telling them to push. They are staying outside. I don't know.
Do they know to clear the 2-story?
Yeah, they know. They tried to bounce the grenade inside and they missed.
Are there any other rifle elements that have gone that way?
Negative, but I'm gonna hold and lock down the road over there.
Roger.
Copy.
Because I don't want any PTRs or something like that pushing in front of us.
Contact 077.
Okay, let's push.
Carter, high low.
Almost ready.
Yeah, go back away, team. We're gonna get the red one that we're right next to.
Moving. On you. Tabor's on his own, by the way. I'm not, well, actually, I don't know if he's on his own, but yeah, he's not.
Gillian, you good?
Yeah, I'm green.
You going, Trentino?
Are you good?
I'm gonna go with him.
I switched back to point 3.
Copy.
Okay, on you. Fucking right. Got these stairs.
2324 Charlie.
Zero, clear this room, behind me. Fucking.
Big, in the middle count. Rolling left hand side.
Holy shit. Close east, just behind the fucking building. Alright, I'm gonna clear this building, Sarah, and then we'll engage that shit.
Fuck.
Sarah, I need a quick orders.
Two, 3 is too far, bro. I'm gonna reach Mike ASAP on my position.
We're here. Load him up in the big, let's go.
Back up.
Load these guys in the big, let's go.
Jesus. I'm fucked
Get this
up.
guy in a vehicle.
Carter. Asking, you good? Carter.
I'm good.
I don't see you.
Carter's right here.
What murdered that building?
Fuck, alright.
Jesus.
Fucking right.
Get in his head. Anybody else down? Say it again.
Breathing into the head.
Mike, this is Alpha. Let me know if you need CLS help there.
Just 3 hours, tell me if there's anybody else down.
Spacing, gentlemen, spacing. Let's go. The mic's here. Spacing, gentlemen. Watch it.
Punch out here.
Probably you good stuff.
Right on.
Who was Charlie?
I am still. Am I not?
Okay, alright.
Yeah,
You're-
there you
so we
go,
have to
Charlie.
push stuff into it, so-
BOS car's down, medics working on now.
Okay, it's
Okay,
something
roger
wrong with
that.
my eyes right now. Stand by.
Bandaging his fucking arm for the 12th time.
2-4, just be advised, don't forget our Victor is holding ammo for you guys.
This guy's still up.
To our front, one is down.
Sorry, copies.
One is down to our front.
Yeah, I can't work on Carter. Over.
Yeah, go ahead and go for the Vic. Up and
You're
up.
telling me this machine gunner behind here is
CPR Carter.
dead?
Which guy?
Say again, last.
How you doing, bro?
Yeah, it seems like I have a tech issue right now.
Copy.
Yeah.
Right arm.
Holy shit.
Oh, that would do it.
Way, holy shit. Holy way.
Taking shots. Somewhere out to the fucking east.
Yeah, 2 is out. That's what I see. Green.
Go somewhere else.
Drop a guy to the east.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, Gilly, what the hell happened right there?
Asking, I don't know.
Unclear, something like grenade or something.
Keep an eye to the east.
Alright.
About you and they tell down.
Was it friendly?
Unknown.
I put an entire belt into that guy that was hanging down, so I'm still not trying to get you to come over because he was still up. And then he stood up.
Close to wrist.
So I put more rounds into it. Put it into
Okay.
Good job.
Our squad leader is down.
You can keep clearing those buildings to the southeast and northwest.
Ours.
Mike, this is Bravo.
2-3 is Mike. Just a
I'm good.
You good? Bravo's 2-3.
2-4 is Bravo, are you up?
When you can, just start moving southeast, east, or direct east, I should say, and clearing these fucking buildings.
Being engaged.
Bravo, this is Mike. 2-4 is down right now. I'm working on it time now. So I'll copy.
They watch to the north.
The hell?
Roger, is anyone else with you? Because I need you to keep moving and I'll come to you and
No George.
I'll fucking deal with him.
Did the boy took me out? What?
Thank you. Good over there.
I'm all good. Trying to hide.
Keep moving.
Yeah, I'm engaging over the east.
Close to 42 p.m. I don't know.
Alright, Bravo, be advised we are behind by about fucking 100 meters, break. Just keep moving in these buildings. Keep
Oh,
moving.
to the right, yeah, it's where you're gonna sure find out.
Keep outskirting the fucking north of these buildings just in case shit comes in from the fucking forest to the north. How copy out? 2 cap.
2-4 is Bravo. Copy zoom.
Charlie copies all. 2-3 Mike. 2-3 Charlie assistant is down. Needs medical assistance over.
Coming that way.
Welcome back.
Chest.
2-4 and Alpha's 2-3.
Specifically, the detachment, what, 2-3. I need you guys to be looking to the north.
I'm pushing him some morphine.
Oh.
Alright guys, actual back on comms.
Some hippie.
Did you copy my last?
I've got my guys looking to the north. They're waiting for it.
You should be back up in like 20 seconds. Stops.
Moving. How far?
Negative. That's all I know for now.
And should be good, I think. me a second here.
You should be good.
Yeah, fam, it's just Panthers. I'm dead. Guys on the tank. Correction. Where's Mike?
Right here.
1130.
Over this way.
Did you get that?
Roger,
That
moving.
come down. There's a fucking enemy tank. 1130 northwest.
Yeah, I was told. Oh, I was told north.
Yeah, it's coming down this fucking AS. It's coming down this ASR here.
Oh well, let's go somewhere else then.
Well, you've got
Bravo,
the
I'm
fucking.
moving.
I do not know why he's not
AT, get eyes out to the northwest.
Roger, I'm
Possible
gonna push my dude to get him
MBT
up
coming
quick.
down.
Yeah, you guys better
Roundabout, moving.
Coming down this
Northwest.
road, northwest.
Bravo, you moving?
He's coming 30 seconds.
Push the manual CPR too.
Gunner me.
Uh huh.
Do you reckon this defilates
hit
enough?
that roundabout in about 20 seconds.
Roger.
After I push CPR, I'm fucking off.
Just fucking slap it.
We don't need 2 medics going down.
Bravo's 2-3.
That's the one he said.
Charlie, this is Delta.
Okay, you going moving through those buildings? You still going good pace?
250 was
Oh yeah. 250. Job me advised. There's a fucking tank coming from the northwest. Stand by.
Yep, all you. Do that back right. Yes.
Yeah, fam, you should be around this Delta.
Charlie's back up. Go with Delta.
It's 2-3 center.
Charlie, are you guys able to engage to the northwest? Because we're pushing their time now.
It's 2-3. We're about to cross.
Stand by.
Just fucking hold.
Yeah, Charlie's in the spot waiting to intercept. Roger, we're here to back him up.
Trading shots to our north.
Alright, Roger, that's sick.
Alright, Charlie's here.
Tank is
but
just
we'll
past that round.
Car, I'm up for you.
Alright, let's shove around this right side. 'Cause it looks like.
Hey, did you drop heat rounds in my backpack?
Reyes, you okay, bro?
I just gotta wake up, but.
Or section 2.
We're gonna be around next week before you guys get up that.
Be advised, tank stopped well north of us. Do you want us to try and hunt it with a Maz, or do you want air to take it over?
Charlie, this is Delta. We're gonna be setting up in the trees to your fucking northeast.
Charlie, copies.
Got it, good.
Delta's in our trees to
2-3,
the
have your
northeast.
2-4 detachment start hunting. Go hunt it. It's engaging the cop, not us.
Go slap it.
Roger.
Mike, just moving up.
Use the forest. Get in the
Roger, I'm with you.
20 on fraud. Here is Spirit.
Charlie's going hunting.
Yeah, Charlie, it's close. You hear him?
Clear this back, boss. Clear it.
LT, you're gonna want to stay down. Fuck Charlie's right there.
This thing coming through the woods,
Give him a slow dig up here.
Yeah, Rod.
Fucking Charlie, fucking push over away from us.
I hear something else in the northeast.
Delta, this Bravo status.
Stand by, bro.
Fuck, Mike. Hit. Give me heat, give me heat, give me heat.
Charlie, was that a good hit?
They're not responding.
Delta and Charlie got another fucking piece of shit with armor to the east.
Another shot. It hit. I took one. Are you kidding me?
Charlie, this is Delta. We engaged the fucking alternate armor piece, the BMP, to our fucking northeast. We fucking smoked it. We're falling back down now.
I'm gonna hate my backpack.
Copy.
It's down. It's a fucking 2 heat rounds.
Delta tail the BMP.
Can you confirm that that tank is smoked, Charlie?
Oh, stand by.
Delta, hey. Oh, fuck. That MBT's up.
It's still up.
It's 2-4.
No.
There you go, the heat.
My bad.
Charlie, be advised, we do not have an extra rocket to take down that fucking MBT. We're moving to the fucking mix and see if we can find some more.
Good hit.
Charlie copies.
Taking 4 rockets.
That is all rockets to move to the bit to 5 more.
What's that? MBT is finally down.
MBT's down.
Roger that, Charlie. Good fucking
Delta,
job.
Delta, how you hostiles over here, so be careful when you push on these buildings.
Good shot.
Took a while to tell him.
You have any more rockets?
Good cardio rockets.
I'm working on you now, Rico.
How many fucking rocks that bitch take?
It took 4.
Alright, what rockets do you got left?
None.
Pushing morphine to me.
Go find a Vic, like 2-3 Vic, they should have ammo for you.
Alright.
Alright, let's put more rockets in your bag.
Thank you.
Alright, let's put 3 rockets in your bag.
Got it, thank you.
Are we good?
Everyone's good with medical, right?
All I have is HE left for you.
Yeah, just grab your rats and 2, 3, attach again.
Charlie, moving back to you.
She's probably my last Charlie Carter.
Say again?
All I have is HE left for you.
Roger.
What the exit the ground? To Pitica? The war job? So yeah, look like.
Getting up on this wall.
2 copies up.
Thompson, Haskett, push that corner. You got it.
Push up right here.
Just hold
3.
that you grabbed.
Yep, we're making sure that this is clear up here.
Ask Charlie if they need any rockets.
No, we're good, top. We're good.
Yeah, watch out.
All
You're
right.
alone. I think you need to check your
Let's
rear,
get pushed
brother.
back down to 2-1.
You good? Did this Vic get hit?
Charlie Delta, what's your rocket count? Minus Delta?
I'm so sorry. Get up next to this door thing and I'll finish
Be
patching.
advised, we're fucking here talking to LT right now, so he knows
Yeah, don't
the
worry
situation.
about it. It's fine.
Yeah, Rog. Charlie, what's your rocket count so far?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, moving. Roger, green.
Stand by.
But we do have 4 heat, so if you want to know.
Yeah, Rog.
The weird thing is, there's no fucking first.
Alright, let's just get back in our lane here. Just clear.
Charlie, we got 3 heat and 2 HE.
Who was that?
Roger.
249 gunner.
Whose?
It was just a 249 gunner.
Alright, where are we going?
Let's push north.
Oh, well, yeah, Carter.
Northeast part of the town.
Alpha or Bravo, you guys good on belts? You need any more?
This is Bravo, we're still good on belts.
Roger that, Bravo.
You have 3 heat rounds, right?
This Alpha, we're good and built.
Any ammo yet?
Roger Alpha.
Bravo's 2-3. Once you're done clearing those buildings, start pushing northeast.
Last time that we were inside the big right now I'm off 3.
2 is 2-3.
Let's bring them in right back.
Do you want 2-3 to start pushing up northwest on this fucking road, clearing out buildings over?
Gillian, we're moving.
Yeah, I'm with 2-3 and then Mike. That's where you are at.
I see you.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, right there. Looks good.
You had 3 heat routes, right?
Yep, 3 heat.
Okay. There's 2 cars, right? I won't count. That's all.
We had 1 come through, but
All stations on this.
Do you
This
shooting
is
that?
Mike. Medical waste report.
Here what?
How are you on medical?
I'm great on that.
fucking hearing things, Reyes?
Maybe.
Or just fuck me, I guess.
10 marks.
Mike 2-4 Charlie, green on medical.
Good job.
If we go and we clear this building, we'll have better eyes from
You
top
got
floor.
no.
Stand by for control debt.
Stand by for control debt.
Okay, why not?
You ready for
So
control?
we through that.
Also.
Yeah, head first. Mike, this is for Bravo. We are green on medical. Okay, tell me.
How? It's not.
Go ahead.
Very
What?
close to
Clearing or not?
Yeah, let's clear it. Let's clear it.
No, I'll find out. RPG shot west. Maybe behind.
Okay, this bottom floor does not have stairs. What?
2 coming out, 2 coming out.
Friendly coming out.
Great marking, Reyes.
I don't see anything in the window. Pop the door.
Copy on you.
Alright, going in, going right.
Left.
Alright, another room. Spying.
Bravo's 2-3.
Clear, going in, going
Mike
right.
behind you. Yeah, the right's clear.
The ASR or TSR that's out to my fucking direct southeast. You should sort of set up there facing that way.
Okay,
Just
I don't
for
have
security
a
position, yeah. Fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole, fire in the hole.
Good job.
Fire in the hole, fire in the hole.
I'm in that big right there. Can you yell at me when you're
Push up over there, Mike.
security right now?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, fuck yeah, thank you. Hey, you're good.
Okay, we got friendlies pushing from us.
Nope.
Index.
Index.
Further rules. Make sure the dam does not shoot.
Condition 4.
West side of town to the
To move west
2-2
side of town
marker.
to the 2-2
So to
marker.
the west side of town.
And then condition 4.
West.
Right.
Moving west 2-2 marker.
What 2-3 just told us. Okay, let's do this.
Roger, west side of town.
And that was it. My final FTX at 506.
Yeah, I guess we'll
Infantry resident.
jump in the back, stand by.
Yeah,
Hope you enjoyed it. Next time do over 3 of you for a new unit. So yeah. Not a lot of action, unfortunately. It was okay.
Fucking my Bravo team spent this entire FTX trying to fix that damn thing.
He's gonna tell everyone now.
Bring it to the debrief, dude.
Yeah, this is my.
We should all just like tap into the front.
You can see those like flashing yellow fucking lights. Wait people in.
We're gonna go with
Well, that's the cheeky
regarded way.
fence.
You know,
Oh,
perfectly
great.
signal about that shit. Also that. But majestic.
I'll be on comms.
Pretty easy to
one
do
more.
with like 20 dudes going at the same time.
Where's
that?
that?
Bound to catch
Just
one.
follow the crowd.
Synchronized swears, dude.
Look, you stepped on your head. Sorry.
Military formation and follow the crowd.
We're heading to the 2-2 marker. Wow.
I
can't.
Roger.
Hello?
I'm
It's
too
the
fat to
vault
get
zone?
through this apparently.
Racing.
I guess I'm the fastest.
Remember that part of Band of Brothers where they're all like leaving the town in like episode 4 or something? It looks like.
Yeah, after
like,
you.
Scurrying away from the town.
I got through. I guess I was a little.
Oh yeah,
better,
Souls, where the
that's why.
fuck is what?
Wait, no, you're not supposed to.
How's it going? How's it doing? I don't hold my pistol.
Oh, what the hell?
In my gut.
No.
That's the first if I've ever fucking
One of our handguns?
Go back there.
Oh, he fucking.
There it is.
Pushing me.
Over here.
You sound like a married couple. 15.
You're lucky this time.
Yeah, do
Wait,
it. Alright,
right.
we went past the mark.
Havoc 2, everybody condition 4. I should not see any magazines or rockets in
Condition 4,
tubes.
guys. Make sure you condition 4.
Teams, make sure we're condition.
Bravo copies.
Alpha copies.
Havoc 2, everyone check in when, when you're here.
Guys are here.
Alright, let me know when you're here, guys.
Large out is here.
Mike's here.
Keep on
Boys
going.
here.
Charlie's here.
Alpha's here.
Alpha's all here.
Delta's here.
Bravo's here.
Alright, roger that. 2-4, all present.
Mike's here.
Check that 2-4.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Kind of walk away from that.
That's so sexy.
What? I have a 4-shot here.
There they are. There's Warlord.
Why did we lose that MRAP over on the fucking south side of the cop over there? I believe it got in a gunfight with the BMP captain. How long was the BMP firing before it walked rounds in on that MRAP? I was not present to see that one, Captain.
I was.
Maybe 5 seconds? 5 to 10 seconds?
Was that enough time to move the MRAP back?
A firm.
No.
A firm.
Yeah, don't know.
Alright, that BMP started shooting on the... From here, the northeast side of the cop. It was shooting on the northeast side of the cop for somewhere between... I'll be generous and say 5 and 30 seconds. Until it finally walked its rounds over to where that MRAP was. And you guys were still just sort of sitting there. And I finally saw the MRAP taking rounds after the BMP had already been firing on it. If that BMP had been firing on you and you didn't have that MRAP there, what's the first thing you would have done? Whoever's unwrapping fucking candy or whatever, if you didn't bring enough to share, take your fucking voice activation off. Or start passing it out. What would you have done if that BMP had started walking rounds in on you?
Took cover.
Took cover, Captain.
Cover.
So why didn't we do that with the MRAP? Exactly.
Yeah, that was my fault, Captain.
So that's exactly the reason we lose vehicles, is because of stuff like that. It's a textbook example. Is because we don't treat the vehicles like we treat ourselves. And a lot of times we don't even treat ourselves like we treat ourselves. So that's the entire purpose of this FTX, is to not do stuff like that. How many other vehicles did we lose? I believe that was...
Tell them that that pistol was
That
recovered.
might be a record for the past year. So, good job on that. That's all I had. All the rest of my shit was back here dealing with fucking all the crap in that tree line and that tank coming from over there. So, Havoc 4, I know you got some fire missions out, but you need to work. You guys need to work on your overall situational awareness of what's going on and where the enemies are at. So, it needs to be intuitive when a fire mission is being called in for you to understand where it's being called in and why. You should already have been paying attention to enemy positions and the fucking contact reports that are going back and forth across the board. so that when you hear this fire mission, you're like, okay, I already know where these guys are. I know generally where this fire mission is going. And it's the same thing for that Lancer run, that all the rockets hit in one spot instead of getting spread out across the entire tree line. Dagger, you should have known, or you should have relayed the cast run better. So it's overall situational awareness. That basically applies to absolutely everything we do. If you're situationally aware, you're never going to get caught with your pants down, unless it's a guy in the bushes 5 feet away from you that you just couldn't see. Other than that, I guess I'll turn it over to the first sergeant since he went through the town and I didn't.
Thank you, Captain. Overall, in the town, from what I've seen, you guys were doing a pretty decent job. I wasn't able to pay too close of attention. Myself and Sergeant Heckman were kind of running around like maniacs, dealing with some armor threats here and there. Probably most, if not all of you guys, seen us at some point fucking running around because we were all over the place. But one thing I want to point out, there was one situation right towards the end where a shooter, if we say there was a building right over there, a shooter popped around the corner on the street and started engaging, and we suppressed him. He dropped behind the corner, and everybody just kind of sat there for a second until I told him to push. And then they started pushing, but they started pushing that exact corner where he popped out at. And I started yelling at the guys to go around the back side of the building. Why would I tell guys to go around the back side of the corner and or back side of the building instead of pushing the corner that he just engaged from?
Cut him off.
Like him, right? If you go right around the corner where he just engaged from, that's where you're most likely to be coming from. That's where he expects. He's dropping back to reinforce his position instead of counter ambush. Hit him where he's not expecting it. Go around the back side of the building, and when he pops out the back side, shoot him in the side of the fucking head. Pay attention to that kind of shit, guys. Think about the angles and the paths you're going to take, especially in an urban environment. I know it's difficult, okay? But just stop and take a second and think about what you would do in the enemy's shoes. If you engage someone from a corner, what are you going to do when you drop off of that corner? You're going to wait for him to come around that fucking corner and then smoke the guy. And that's exactly what would have happened. Who does anybody that was around that area, who was it that ended up moving around the back of the building and smoking them? Because I heard the gunshots go off.
That was me, Sergeant.
Yep.
All right, Sergeant Steele. So that was you guys that moved around the back there? What happened? You moved around the back and fucking dumped what? Probably 10, 15 rounds right into him, right?
Exactly.
All right. So just keep that type of situation in mind. Obviously, it's going to be dependent on other things that are going on, but just little shit like that, take an extra second, think about what you're doing, and then act. Everybody clear on that? All right. That's pretty much all I was able to see from my perspective, Cap. Oh, actually, that's not it. There was one point where guys pushed up to clear a building and so on. These buildings, guys, are completely different from anything we've worked with before, right? Nobody's ever seen these building models, correct? They're all fucking new. Buildings are big. There's a lot of fucking rooms to clear. Don't try and push in there with just two guys. All right, I can't stress that enough. Don't try and do two-man clears on most of these buildings. They're just too goddamn big. Get your team in there and call for some help, all right? Myself and Sergeant Heckman took it upon ourselves to run over and back some guys up and just directly talk to them. Say, hey, go ahead and push in there and clear. We'll get your security for you. Do your job. We got your back. We cleared the back side of the building for them. They pushed in and cleared. There's another asshole at the other end of the building that ended up engaging. We went and dealt with that, so on and so forth. But the main thing is take your time. Make sure you have enough guys with you. Don't go in there, undermanned and end up getting fucked up. And now it's a gigantic issue because, there's two guys down in there and an asshole's just waiting in a corner for somebody to come help. All right? Where you all say yes.
Affirm.
Roger.
All right. That's all I got, Cap.
Havoc 2.
Thank you, Captain. I don't have anything for the task force this time.
Alright, you guys have a radio operator. I know you do because he did a fucking radio check at the beginning of the mission. There is no reason I should be going 20 minutes between you guys sending sit reps. back to me. Even if it's just we're still pushing through the town. There's no excuse for the air being dead between us for that amount of time.
Copy that, Cap. We'll work on it.
2-7.
Thank you, Captain. Nothing for the task force.
Havoc 4.
Nothing for the task force.
Blacksmith.
Thank you, Captain. Nothing for the task force.
Did you guys have enough to shoot at in that cop?
Affirm.
Dagger.
Nothing for the task force, sir. Thank you.
Rotary.
I think I have nothing for the task force.
Thunder.
Nothing for me, Captain.
Did I miss any elements? Ares?
Thank you, sir. Just a standard question. You fine gentlemen have a good time tonight? Outstanding. Thank you.
Alright, if you have a question or comment as it pertains to the task force, put a CRQ in chat. Anyone?
All clear, Cap.
Alright, you guys are clear to go to your individual debriefs. Good job tonight.
Good work, gentlemen.
What the hell? Sorry, I didn't let it go.
But nothing huge. So, first thing is, at the beginning, it took us a while to get rolling. So, I understand you guys were playing it safe. You were trying to make sure those MRAPs didn't get nailed by a tank crossing right away. But it took us a minute and a half. It took us quite a bit to get rolling eastwards up to that second bit of forest once we'd cleared more or less all of the contacts, so... need to work on getting that aggression up just a little bit. After that, I understand we went through, we took it nice and steady through the town, and that's exactly what we had to do. But getting up to that cop, we needed a little bit more aggression. So, a little bit more speed there. Secondly, all but one of the Vics survived. That's entirely not a bad record. We could have saved the last Vic, but good job keeping the other ones alive. We kept them alive. I saw a lot of good shots coming out of those Vics, so nice work up there. Oh, yeah, somebody who just did the kind job of reminding me that only one of the Vics died, and I've been saying only survived. Thank you. You all know what I mean. Kept 3 out of 4 alive. Good job working off the cuff. You guys stayed in line more or less through the town. Cleared out all the buildings. 2-4, you guys did a great job running around and hunting down all those random pieces of armor that kept straggling in. The only other thing I've got is I'd like to hear some more communication. Everybody at all levels, just make sure you're passing up information like contact reports. If you're called on the radio, make sure you're answering. I don't care if that answer is wait over. It just means, hold up, I'm talking to somebody else. Just make sure you answer so we don't come looking for you, because if you don't answer, we think you're dead. Especially if you're in a vehicle. We can't see you if you're alive or not. And we can't check your helmet cams if you're in a vehicle if you're alive or not. So make sure you're answering. That's all I got. Sergeant Petco, anything from you?
Thank you, Lieutenant. No, you hit all the points I was going to hit, so thank you very much for that. Other than that, I got nothing.
Thank you, Sergeant Petco. One. Sergeant Oliver.
I got nothing for 2-1. Just good job managing the vehicles from our end.
Thank you, Sergeant Oliver. 2-2.
Thank you, LT. I do have a couple of things to touch on. One big thing is make sure, just in general, that we're PIDing targets as we're clearing through, because if we're online with each other and say we're, 2-2s in the middle, say, I don't know, 2-3s in the north or something, we look at each other, we're going to be pointing at each other for a hot second. Make sure that you understand where your friendly units are, because I had a freaking HE round get shot straight at me. So, just in general PID, but also make sure that we're, you can't just be lobbing off HE as soon as you see somebody pop right around the corner. So make sure that we're, being smart with those. And then also, this is kind of specifically for my guys, but I'm going to put it out there in general for anybody else who, needs this information. If we're clearing through and we take contact from a certain building, but it's in a compound of buildings or a complex of buildings, just make sure to clear all of those buildings that are in the proximity, because it's likely that there's somebody else that's in there. So don't just clear one section of it and then move past the rest of it, because there might be more shit there. And we actually ran into that exact occasion. As far as 2-2 goes, that's all I have. Thank you, LT.
Thank you, Sergeant Steele. 2-3.
Thanks, LT. Nothing from 2-3. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant Hampson. 2-4.
Thank you, LT. Nothing from 2-4.
Thank you, Sergeant Rico. Medical.
Thank you, LT. I think we did really good today on medical. Thanks to everybody who carried medical and CLS. I would like to see the medics after this in my channel to see what kind of supplies we used.
Alright, thank you, Sergeant Parent. Alright, Peanut Gallery. Questions, comments, concerns? Going once, twice. Excellent job tonight, guys. You are all dismissed.
So I think it might come back with an Apex and a few minutes of ground. Alright, I'll see you in a few minutes.